All right, the other week you saw Big Red Fire Truck, which is the big 5-inch lifted Chevy, 37-inch tires with the big canopy on the back. This one here, we tone it back a little bit. This is the Essentials package with a couple little extras. Are you looking for the perfect balance between worksite vehicle as well as a tough daily? Then this Chevy 2500 right here could be the perfect choice for you. We'll run through this whole vehicle, starting at the front end, and show you what we've done for this one here to get it worksite ready. It's also got a few little luxury extras on top of the Essentials package, and we'll run through all of that right now. If you want to get on the work site, stay nice and safe, this could be the perfect first choice for you. Switch through the Switch Pro switching unit. We've got a couple little clearance lights on the front here as well as the rear, and those are through the burst mode through the Switch Pro unit, so you don't need to install any flashing units itself. Through the Switch Pro unit itself can do something like this, whether you need amber lights in the front grille, off the rear. If you need a flashing light up on top as well, we can definitely get you hooked up for the fleet. But for this one here, this customer wanted to add those little touches there. We've also gone and installed behind grille LED light kit. The factory headlights in these ones, the high beams aren't the best, as everyone keeps telling me, but the Big Dog Builds behind grille LED light could be the perfect first option to get a bit better light out the front. Obviously, to put a bar work on the front of this one with a couple big spotlights is going to be the best lighting output, but the laser lamp triple R 1250s in behind the grille itself is the perfect stage one. And we've also gone and installed the suspension, wheels and tires, the airbags to make this one tow nice and safely. The work vehicles, of course, as well as the caravan on the weekends. We'll spin around to the side here, show the wheel and tire combination right now. When it comes to the side of this one here, we've gone and installed the Black Rhino Arsenal wheels. These are an 18x9 negative 18 offset. So we've filled those ones with the Bushwhacker factory flares on there. Sorry, the Bushwhacker Extend flares on those ones there. The Bushwhacker Extend flares are the ones, the nice smooth finish. This customer is unsure what sort of front bar he wants to run, as well as color coding of the flares. So we've just popped them ones on straight out of the box for now. The UV rating on the factory black isn't the best though, so over time these ones will probably fade, hence why we go and color code all of the flares that we do through here normally. For this one here, we've gone for the BDS 3-inch suspension kit. As you know, the BDS 3-inch suspension kit, one of the most popular kits that we offer here at Big Dog, that fits the 35-inch tires nicely underneath it. And then whether you're wanting to go a wider offset like this one here, or if you're wanting to go a non-flared wheel and tire fitment, this suspension setup is perfect for those 35s. To go up to 37-inch tires, we can squeeze it into a 3-inch lift just like this one here. But you're gonna have to remember, your 37-inch spare is not gonna fit up under the back in the factory position. We've also done a little bit of extra color coding or chrome delete on this one with the Cat 6 indicators that we've used is flashes in the front and the rear. We've also done the black window cutout ones on the side, just those little differences. This customer came in, a little bit of a Barney. I think the big wide mirror, must be these big trucks being too wide for Australian roads, but I've clipped something on the side there. That one is under repair or looking for a new one at the moment, but the suspension's dialed in. The Fox 2.5 remote reservoir shocks, both front and rear, is gonna make sure that this vehicle drives really nice and safely, both on-road and off-road. And we'll jump under the back here and we'll show you the airbag setup, the Air IQ setup for the airbags, and what's going on at the back. When it comes to the rear of this vehicle, as you can see, those little flashy lights are inside the rear bed steps as well, or the rear bar steps, I must say. Bed steps are the big ugly ones on the side. But for this one here, nice and simple in the rear end, the customer's opted for the little Chevrolet badge on the back to go black. Ready for a Gen Y hitch on the rear, and then the tow bar Anderson plugs have been done. You got the red, which is a 50 amp grey rated Anderson plug ignition relay, so that one's only going to be live while the vehicle's running. And then the red one there is going to be a constant 30 amp rated Anderson plug to the front. Whether you do or don't need that one there for your own trailer, I always think it's great to do from the start. If you need to help someone out and tow their van and they do need the red one for their ESC brake controller, you've already got it equipped. Another good feature about having a live feed to the front battery means that you can trickle charge an AC charger plugged into a wall socket, put an Anderson plug on the end of that one, plug it into the red one there, and it's going to trickle charge those batteries under the bonnet. If you're going to be leaving the vehicle for long periods of time, doing that every now and then and keeping those batteries under the bonnet is a must. In good condition is a must. And for the rear end setup on this one, as you can see, She's quite rigid. In the rear end as well, we've got the triple bellow airbags there, and we've got the Air IQ to control those airbags. So with a switch of a button there, you can inflate. You can hear the little compressor kicking on. So automated compressor inside the chassis rail itself, or on the chassis rail. Go up to 20 PSI with those airbags. You can see the rear end's going to be raising up slowly. We can preset different trailer settings on the Air IQ remote control. If you're not wanting to invest and go for this sort of setup and it's too much for you, remember the basic air on board setup comes with those 2 little Schrader valves there, just like you have on your tires. And you can either use a bicycle pump, a little portable air compressor, roll into the service station to pump up those airbags, or if you're wanting to the luxury of pushing it inside the cab, setting those airbags. Having adjustability on the fly is obviously great because you can really tweak those ones while driving, throw that to the passenger, get them to play around with the settings while you're driving, and you can see how the trailer's performing on the back end. There's no perfect how to set up your airbags, what sort of pressures to run, what sort of pressures in your tires in the van to run. It's one of those things to get out there and learn it yourself. Play around with different settings, run those bags at different pressures, run the shock settings at different settings as well, whether it be soft or firm. Play around with your tire pressures, especially if you're hitting the beaches or those hard corrugated roads. If you're hitting the Gibb River track, playing around with tire pressures is my #1 suggestion to get a comfortable ride. Keep the caravan in one piece on the back end there, then the airbag's just going to firm up a little bit of the rear itself. And it's not going to let the ball weight of the trailer throw around the back end of the vehicle. It's going to keep it nice and solid and safe on the road itself. One extra thing I forgot to mention in this video as well is we've gone for the Titan OEM replacement fuel tank. That's gone from a 130 litre storage up to a massive 210 litres. Means that you can get roughly 1,000 k's distance out of a vehicle like this one here. Again, with the fuel consumption, whether it's me driving or you driving, I probably won't get as much out of it as you. But when it comes to towing, you've got headwinds, you've got all sorts of stuff. So planning out those fuel stops, having a long range tank can just mean that you can go that little bit extra further. With a nice comfortable Chev like this one here, the kids will be asleep in the back and you can get to that next destination. But I'm getting a little bit off track here. This one is the worksite mobile. You've got the orange flashes, we've got the good suspension, we've got the long range fuel tank, we've got the good wheels, the good tires, a little bit of better lighting up the front end there as well. We've also got the tow bar Anderson plugs to tow all the different work trailers, the airbags to play around. If you've got multiple trailers in the rear end, being diggers, being site machinery. In this one here, fire protection trailers on the back end, or the caravan on the weekends. This setup here is now ready to handle it all. And if you like this video, guys, check this build out here. And if you want to see these things boogie up the beach this season here, it's one of my favorites as well.